Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the semester's final podcast, Mob Passion Discussion Analysis. I go by the name of Bulaba Zuzifalake, and my prodigies with me is Letu Butelesi and Andiswa Mangele. Our discussion today will analyze the romantic love across the book Mob Passion through the relationship of Langa and Mapula. Our discussion should go beyond the issues of tribal difference, right? It should also explore how the apartheid laws catalyze and special planning, I meant to say, catalyze the ethnic tensions in the black communities. You understand? So, guys, before we begin getting into information, I have a little bit of a scenario, more of a question. You understand? Imagine yourself having to sneak off to see the person that you love. You understand? And this is not only because of your family's disapproval of the notion, merely because of the tribal laws that were set by the tribal laws, the tribes are turned against each other by the judicial laws set in Pretoria. So, how would you walk around a situation as an individual if you are faced with such a dilemma?
I will definitely follow the rules of tribal that were set. Definitely follow them.
That, yeah, the rules of tribal, like you would
Exactly. If
conform
they're
to
saying
those.
I should date a Zulu, definitely I would do that.
So now, what if you
For the
fall in
sake of
love?
my
What if you fall
protection.
in love with a Sotho?
That's not going to happen.
Ah, ah.
Okay, sneaking out is something that we do daily, every day. We always do that, so it's not a problem. But
It's a
sneaking
norm.
because of racial or ethnic differences, now that's different. So because I think I'm brave enough to go against my ethnic group. So I think I'll date somebody out of my ethnic group,
Even if it means you guys
regardless,
are going to
regardless of
You
relocate.
can't go.
regardless.
What about
Regardless of everything.
Me, I
If I
find it
love the
hard how
person,
you control your love. Be like, I would love a Zulu. That person, if let's say you have feelings for, and then you find out this person is not a Zulu, that love
it
is
doesn't
shattered.
change. It doesn't change
exactly?
anything.
When it changes, when I
I'm
want to
not
understand
obsessed
on the
that
point,
much.
you understand. Well, this short story is a 1953 landmark by a journalist, Deacon Temba, who is associated with Drum Magazine and Sophia Town. And this short story was published in Drum Magazine, right?
Yes.
And he was born in 1952 in Pretoria, Maraba State. You understand? Well, guys, this story has a very fascinating ending. Like, I love the ending more than anything. But before we
The
get
ending was
there,
more passion.
yeah, like
Why?
how it is, like I will get to it, or you want me to give you a brief now. The reason I love the ending, it is because of it is a depiction of I claim my power back, and you know what, enough it's enough.
Oh,
Just
You understand?
rejecting.
because
Enough
social.
it's enough now. Like, enough it's enough. I'm no longer gonna conform to this. And also it exposes how the juxtaposition of power is depicted on the what? On the story. Why am I saying that? Because of now the uncle is dead. The crowd was no longer fighting.
Happy, yes.
The bravado was
the bravado
gone.
ended.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is why I say I like the ending. But then, however, the way that Langa and Mapula's relationship crosses the ethnic boundaries in the short story, I think, is an epitome of how the overlooked underlying institutional structure set by the apartheid South Africa may have be an issue that people they may have not been aware of. You understand? The reason I'm saying this now, because of the notion of them coming from different tribes, of Mapula being a Sotho and Langa being a Xhosa, right? Now it has become, it's more of like they've committed a sin, they've broken a law. You understand? Because of their relationship, how it is seen
It's
as socially
forbidden.
unacceptable. You
Yes.
understand? That's why
Forbidden.
I go on and say love is seen as a dangerous construct in the short story. Why? Because of their love is dangerous. Because of whenever they are seen, one is to die, and one died at the end when they were found. You
Yes,
understand?
true.
So I would go back to the notion of you say, I will control my heart, focus on the Zulu, because of
Definitely.
now another person losing a life because of what we have. It's
Yeah.
another thing. You understand?
Devastating, man.
And
And
the-
secretly seeing each other, that's sad.
Hey man, it's sad, but
Yeah.
hey man, if the situation requires you to be like that, you be like that. You understand? But then, however, I have a quote that comes from the short story that actually shows us how this thing are, how my notion of saying love toward the short story is a dangerous construct because of there's a part where the crowd react aggressive towards the couple because their relationship is seen as socially unacceptable. You understand? So that is the fundamental notion. I don't know for Lona what kind of notion do you have or the perspective you understand. So I don't know. Back me up on this one. Because of regardless of that notion of the tribal barriers, we come to find that now the couple they disregarded the community norms. You understand? Because of they went on like we
Dating each
stipulated,
other.
they went on to date each other. And another thing, when I say it's an epitome that shows the apartheid laws, how they affect people that people may have not been aware of, and the notion of the bias perspective that is instilled by all this thing. It is because of you find after Mapula and Langa, they find their secret time. There's a part where Langa is like, but what is wrong with our people? He asks Mapula. This shows us for it. They don't share the notion. They don't share the sentiment of like uh, people of same color, black people like segregating themselves again, like
We're supposed to
amongst
be a
themselves.
unity.
You understand?
Yeah.
We are supposed to be unified. You
Yes.
understand? So, but also tribalism here is not the only issue, guys. If you look at it, tribalism is not the only issue, but the apartheid laws they also like catalyze this tension, this ethnic tension. You understand?
Yeah.
That would be maybe the special planning. It was organized by the government.
Exactly.
It was them that separated people and made them to be packed or overcrowded in one townships. When we read at the beginning of the story, we find that a lot of black people were coming from Randfontein station
Yeah.
to Industra or
Yeah.
nuclear.
Nuclear,
Yes,
yes.
Yeah.
they were crowded. That was an example of how the government created these separations.
Yeah.
And somehow black people chose to separate themselves, just
Yeah.
like how we're seeing Linga
Yeah.
being an outcast in the
Basutu
Sutu
area.
area. Yes, just like how in Maru, I just want to make an example of Maru. Yes,
Mm.
who Margaret was seen as an less of a human
Yeah.
in the place of Botswana
Because he's a
people.
Maralwa.
A Masawa or a
Masarwa. Ke Marwala ka puti, Masarwa.
It was Masawa.
Yeah.
Yes. Masawas in Botswana places, they were enslaved, they were dehumanized, just
Yeah.
like how Xhosa people are dehumanized in the village, in the city of Nuclear. That is
But
how
is
they
it the
went
only
into-
Xhosa people here who are
I
dehumanized
think
because
everyone.
of because I think like
everyone
even if
outside,
someone were to find themselves in the Xhosa territory, they would be treated the same. It would be some sort
I
of
think it's different
reciprocal.
to Mar because they were only dehumanizing Masawa people.
Yeah, it was
Where else
directed at
here
one
in
tribe, yeah.
nuclear, they are dehumanizing everyone.
It's
basically.
vice versa.
Vice
Yeah,
versa.
understand.
So that thing of othering themselves from the closer people or other tribes, it ended up leading to the tragic end of Linga. He was killed by the mob,
Yeah.
by the furious, by the angry mob. He
Yeah.
was killed by it because they felt like he did not have the right to be in their space because
Exactly,
he wasn't
yeah.
their tribe. And
Yeah.
he did not have the right to date someone in their
I was
tribe.
actually going to go to that part for fundamentally, it was not the matter of him being on a wrong territory, but that one, it stems
Dating.
behind him
Yes,
dating
yes.
the person
Something
of
that
the
was
opposite
wrong.
tribe and
Yeah.
instilled by, Uncle Alpheus, who has like commemorated everything. And all of this is an epitome of how romantic love it crosses the ethnic boundaries in our short story of mob passion. You understand? So, yeah, you were saying?
No, I just wanted to emphasize the fact that we're not only focusing or dwelling on those things, we also have a name of marginality.
Yeah.
Marginality is perceived in the story because Mapula cannot decide whom to love freely and openly because because Linga is Xhosa, right? Is a Tebele. So like the breaking or the it shows betrayal. Their love it live in the shadow.
It's
If
a
a Sotho
a tribal
person dates
betrayal.
a
Yes, it's a
Xhosa, it's
tribal
betrayal.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And she cannot introduce her lover because they know exactly that what they're doing is wrong.
And they have to see them. They have to date or be in love, show their love in private,
Exactly.
where nobody would see them.
Definitely. So in this case, Linga is also marginalized in such a way that he was in a Basotho area, whereas he's a Xhosa. Therefore, the mob they view him as an outcast because he was trespassing.
But
Such a
now,
area.
I beg to differ, guys.
Why?
It is not like that. Why am I gonna say that? Here we're gonna go back to the theme of power, identity, and control, where we're gonna focus on the aspect of identity. Identity was weaponized here. You understand?
Why
It was
is that?
weaponized in what manner? As you say, it was not because of him being there, but then they did not even see up until who? Mapula had
Mapula,
exposed
yes,
him. You
exactly.
understand? They did not
Yes,
realize
and he
this.
was
He-
influenced.
so what here how they used identity as a weapon, it's whereby Langa realizes the Russians are rushing a woman coming running, and then he thinks it's like, oh, I can speak Sesotho fluent, so maybe they can regard me as one of the Russians. That's where he takes out a cloth. I think it was a handkerchief cloth
Yeah, and
that he
yes,
had.
yes.
You understand? And then he put it here. He manipulates the identity in order for those people to think for he's one of them. And those people, when Alpheus got there, he did not see it coming. Also, you understand?
Yeah.
Alpheus was like, oh, this one, he speaks so true. He's one of us. You understand? He was convinced for Langa is the person who actually belongs to your tribe. Up until Mapula shows
Came
up
up
thinking
running,
for
yes.
hey, they are
They
hurting
are
him.
hurting him, yes.
Not knowing or he has already came up with a plan to go around it, and then everybody was flamonged and be like, oh, so you are a little, and then they got to him. You understand? So that's my take on that particular thing per se. It's not per se for he went there and whatsoever. You understand? And also, we see power in the story is not only held by the authorities, by the white regime, it's also practiced by the black man community. You understand, whereby they're using this power to what to enforce their ethnic ways, their ways of doing things. Why am I saying that? I'm saying the power is exacerbated by what? By the black man. There is a part.
Alphas.
Yeah, Alpheus. Alpheus is the one who's the manipulator.
Yeah.
You understand?
Exactly.
He manipulates it. The reason I'm saying this, you see a scene where Ratabo, Mapula's father, where he came. It's Ratabo, right? Yeah, it's Ratabo. Yeah, it's Ratabo. Where,
Ratabo.
yeah, he came. I guess he was hurt, and then there was a mob chaos outside, and then they took him on the inside. But then, as we are on this scene, I want you to take note into this notion of how they manipulated power and control. As Uncle Franz was taking Alpheus in the house, you understand? He says to Alpheus, when Uncle Franz was taking Ratab inside the house, he says to Alpheus, Alpheus, talk to them, tell them. He says even convince them. You can even tell them about the Mapula and Langa thing, so that you can, to that their rage, evoke their rage. You understand?
Yeah.
Here we see how like he manipulates it because of he says when those people they are now mad. That's why when they are ready and excited, that's when I will come out with Ratabo and take him to the hospital.
Yeah.
Him using Ratabo when the mob outside is on the rage is to spike it, to even make it be worse. The people they're gonna see because of, if I'm not mistaken, Ratabo is their leader, ne?
Yeah, he even lies. You know that he even lies and says
He lies,
Linda,
yeah.
bewitched.
Richard, exactly.
Yes,
You
bewitched Mapula
understand.
with drugs.
Because they wanted to view Linga as a dangerous person.
He tries to change their perception of Langa. You understand? And long to find for Langa is not that person. It's just a matter of different tribes. But yeah, they uses power and control to manipulate the community in order for them to get what they want. You understand?
Yes.
Throughout the story. So I don't know what's your take more to other things and whatsoever.
I think I'll just give you another example to lead this and maybe see it a little more better.
Yeah.
the story, Maru as well.
Yeah.
Maru did what? He used his power to control the Masawa people.
Facts,
He
yeah.
kept them as slaves. He made them look after his head, and he was doing all the wrong things because he was the chief. He was the
Yeah.
most powerful man in Botswana. Him
Yeah.
and Moleka.
Yes.
Yes. He even, just like how Maru told Moleka to get the bed from
Yeah. from,
Margaret. He was
Margaret,
using his
yeah.
power because he knew if I say something, everybody's going to listen to it.
You
And there's a
understand?
part in the story where they say everybody listens and bows to whatever that Maru says. Just like
Exactly.
how Alphas is doing here in the story.
Mm.
He knows that whatever he says goes. So if
Yeah.
he enforces people to evoke anger onto them, they will do exactly as he says.
I get you. We also need to understand that we have a theme of gender. So in this case, Mabula is trapped. Why am I saying that? Firstly, she's living in a patriarchal black society where she has to obey the rules of Uncle Alpheus and Rantabo.
Yeah. The
She is voiceless.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah. She
family
doesn't have a
decisions.
voice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like Mabula is like she's treated like a property. Like
Yeah,
people are
typical.
not asking what she wants, literally. They're
told.
deciding for her.
Mm,
Like they're deciding for her. So how are
Yeah.
you going to feel in this situation? Definitely, I was going to kill my uncle.
Yeah, he
Because I was
did.
going to
That's
reject the
why I
societal
love it.
expectations.
He did deserve to die. You know, the uncle did deserve to die. Like honestly speaking, because of
I was.
if you look at it, like the fact that he based the whole dilemma and the whole outrage, all this commemoration, you know, he based it on lies. And he manipulates people in order for him to do that. It makes it a very unethical approach to deal with the situation. And
an
regardless,
uncivilized act.
Yeah.
Also,
He did not have like a clear reason or a smart reason. What's the word?
a reasonable
A
reason, a
reasonable-
valid reason. Yes,
for,
yeah.
for him to say you are not supposed to date another tribe, like what's the reason?
Exactly.
What's wrong with other
it's
people? Are they not human enough?
And here's the other thing of which you see, you raise that point, you make me realize one thing, what we actually mentioned in the beginning. At the end of the story, why the reason why I like the end, at the end of the story, why when Uncle Alpheus dies, why isn't the mob now enforcing the very same chaos? Because of me, I saw everybody living. And then Mapula walked towards the they open up, you understand? And then we're talking about hundreds of men there.
Yeah.
They open the way for her. That's why I say at that conclusion, it really, really fascinates me. You understand?
Also, apartheid pushes people to change.
Yeah.
That's
of which
why Mapula
the
changed
apartheid
the
laws, the apartheid laws that were enforced, they are the ones that pushes people to end up doing this thing because of apartheid laws. There's special planning. You understand? When they do special planning, that's where they condemned the black community to the economically deprived townships, where obviously they are condemning them to poverty. Go ahead. It's in short, in a nutshell, they are just condemning them to poverty. So here, that's where the black community saw like, oh, we don't have power, we can't do this, so let's just establish our own within us. Oh, now we are
Let me
this
create
ones,
my own
those ones are
power.
this ones,
Oh,
those ones are
yes.
that one. Okay, fine, sharp. Division in place. You understand? When the division ensued, you understand that's when all this it all rooted from one law.
So,
Also-
sorry. So I think maybe just to wrap it up,
Yeah.
you know, I think because now we are a democratic country,
Yeah.
I think now we have learned that we are all one.
Yeah.
We shouldn't
we are
be.
one.
We are one. We are all Africans.
Yes, we are all
Definitely.
Africans, and
Yeah.
we should
Brothers and
practice
sisters.
being one.
Exactly.
Just like how Mabula did. What she did, killing her uncle.
To claim
Yeah,
power back and
yeah.
control
It shows
now.
that
Because of
you
as you
are
said,
not
she
different.
was being spoken for the entire thing. But now it was like that moment, enough.
We are one.
is
Rejecting
enough.
societal
You know,
expectations.
exactly the societal norms. By the way, thank you for being with us on this wonderful discussion episode. I hope you enjoy it. This is how we wrap it out. Thank you. Deuces.
Ayikho kwenye ke
Urace akufanga kodwa kunandaba.